So I wanted to see how this would look. So I put one of those on there and looked at it like this, and I think it would look really good, but I think it would look better if I had more like underneath of it. So I'm gonna put a layer of the glitter down and then the hearts down and then put them on top again. And this is like an extremely melty set. Okay. Oh, I did that really dumb. Frack, never mind, you guys. Because I'm not going to be able to put it on. I needed to do this. I needed to take it off like this. And then put these on. And I got to be really careful because these are really thin. So if I do it the same way when I turn it over, it should be correct. And I'm just kind of randomly putting these on. I had an extra partial of the gold set. This is called, I cut it off. Something I can't remember now. Say Golden. This is by, I think this is Nick. One of Nick's. I have to remember to put it upside down. I think it might be easier to just put it on my finger than try to turn it over like this. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted to do. Seriously? Okay. I'll make some empty ones, you guys. It's not actually a heart right there, so. This is almost suspended tiling. Like there should be one right there. I think I'm gonna try to cut one big one out. Where did the other big one go? Oh, it's gotta be upside down. Dang it. Goodness. Okay, now I have to put either two little hearts here or another big heart. I think I'm gonna do one little heart right here. I think I might have to cut out more. Nope, it has to be upside down. Okay, so I think this is like the perfect size for like right there, probably. Or one more little one. I think I have. I got me one more little one. Good. It's good. But I think that's it. Oh, no, there's one more. Perfect. don't stick. Frack. Thank you. Oh, I screwed up. Look. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, guys, it's been one of those days, I think. I am tired. I stayed up way too late reading a book last night. It apparently is a good book, and yeah. Oh, don't tug too hard. So what do you think? I think that looks cool. And I think it's gonna match the other one, hopefully. Well, I don't know if I can stretch that to fit. We can try. This is like really melty, so I don't know. My nails are and my hands are extremely dry because I just took off my nail polish and I didn't bother trying to. I don't know it's gonna work, guys. It's like, well, maybe. Oh, it's not sticking very well either. Okay. And you could have done that with any color, right? Like you could have used silver, you could have used pink, blue, like any color. Like that would look cool. Putting blue under it. I wonder if I can remember that for like patriotic. Because I'm putting it with this, and this has like a gold base, so that's why. This is like really melty. I'm glad I only paid $3 for this. I wanted the hearts to be subtle, and I think they're subtle. So, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do for my middle finger. I might just do one full gold strip. I really need to double. This is gonna be very breakable. So, what do you think? I think that looks really cool. Okay. Not sure that's going to be useful for anything. My disaster. So I'm a little bit frustrated. The box was good. Like I liked all but one of the sets, I think, and all but one of the sets, which I did like, can be used probably anytime. I don't feel like the kissing one is one I would use if it wasn't around Valentine's Day, and I got mine in time to use it if I wanted to wear it as a full set. I'm not going to. I thought about it, but I just took off pink, so I didn't want to put, I'm not sure. I didn't want to put pink on back to back, and the kissing one is a little pale. I probably could put something underneath of it to make it darker. But I mean, I got it. And I mixed all of my Valentine's Day sets last month. So I only mix once a month. And I know Color Street doesn't give a shit about this because like that's not what it's for, right? They don't want you reselling your strips. So whatever, right? Like they don't care. But there are people that are gonna get their box after Valentine's Day. So those people are just gonna hold on to that set for a year. I feel like they should have swapped last month's box with this month so that we would have had it earlier, because I don't know about everybody, but I've been wearing Valentine's mixes since like the first, or sets, or Valentine's adjacent type stuff since like the first Mandy of the month, right? And there's only 14 days, and then it's Valentine's Day, and then it's not Valentine's Day anymore. So today is Thursday, the 12th, and I'm putting this on, and I'll probably wear it for 4 or 5 days. So until like Sunday or Monday, depending on when I go swim. And then I'll put something else on. I actually strongly thought about putting on St. Patty's one, but I feel like I get sick of one color. Like if you watch my videos, you know, like I go from like red to blue, to pink to, whatever. I go from like light to dark. Like I want something different. So, like for me, it would just make a lot more sense. And also, if they would drop their holiday sets like 2 weeks earlier, I would actually be able to mix the new holiday sets, but because they're dropping them so late, I believe if you live in an apartment, you should not be able to vote on whether or not property taxes should change, like be raised, or like school district stuff or whatever, because you're not the one paying those taxes. Now, I don't know, maybe you're of a different mind than me. That's fine. That's what makes everything great, right? Like, but if you think that they should be allowed to vote, why? Like, what is your reasoning? I also don't think that the people that own apartment complexes that live in other states should be able to vote either. So, like, we have a lot of apartment complexes around my city. I'm sure most cities do. And some of those apartments are owned by people either in a different state or in a different country, and they should not be allowed to vote on property taxes either. So I think that you should only be able to vote on any property tax laws if you live in your property that you own in that area. So, like where I live, in the city I live, I would be able to vote because I own a home. But when I lived in an apartment and I just paid rent, I don't believe that I should have been able to vote on anything that had to do with property taxes. Like levies, or, do you want to pay a tax to build a water park or whatever? Like we did that. We voted to raise the sales tax. I guess that's different though. It's not property tax, so never mind. But if it was a property tax, then, right? But when I rented, one of the apartments I rented from a lady who lived in that city, and I think she should have been able to vote. But I also think that if you own like 6 houses and you rent out 5 of them and you live in that city, you're only allowed to vote 1 time for that property tax, even though you have 6 houses or 6 properties or whatever. I also think businesses that have to pay property tax, if they live in that city, so let's say somebody owns a strip mall, for example, whether or not they have a business in there or not, they should be able to vote on the property tax. Like, let's say maybe they own an apartment, or they, how do I say this? The business owner owns the strip mall and lives in that city, and they live in an apartment that they do not own. They would still vote on property taxes because they owned the business property. But if they owned both a house and that property, they would only vote once still, right? You can only vote once. We've had a lot of property taxes lately, in case anybody was curious. I mean, like, a lot. Like, there's a lot of itemized things on my property. So many things. There's like, I kid you not, like 3 school taxes or more on my property taxes, which is fine. Like, we need schools. But I think if you don't own property, then why are you voting for things related to that? Right? Like, anyway, for whatever that's worth. So, which one do you like better? I think I like this one better. I think it stands out more. Yeah, so now I'm going to put this on. And these are not. This is actually really pretty. I didn't realize how pretty that was. That red right there is really, really pretty. I'm hoping. These are very much not at all mirroring, which is really annoying. That's not cool. It's not even kind of cool. Dang it. It's still really pretty though. I don't remember if this is Sally Hansen or in Coco. Sally Hansen. Wow, this is in really good condition. It's really, really, really pretty. You guys look at how sheer it is. Like, the background that looked gold is almost translucent. See? I'm glad I put this underneath. Hopefully you won't be able to see all the millions of wrinkles that I have. Holy crap, this is in good condition. Usually Sally Hansen is a little bit dry. Like, it just is. It's old. They have some really phenomenal art. It looks wrinkly to me. I'm not really super thrilled with that. The printing is interesting. It looks like fingerprints or something. Let's see if I can get this off. Oh, oh, good job. Come off of me. This is like in perfect condition. Set as like butter. Okay. I'm just gonna have to be okay with the fact that the design is not gonna mirror my thumbs. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Do you see how pale it is? I feel like this is more of like an orangey red too. Like I'm not sure I would have worn that together even if I did. Think about using that one. That's okay. I created a partial. I have some of the mix left, and I actually created more partials than I used. Because I opened this set right here. But, oh well. Okay, so now I was going to put this on my thumbs for a base. And it went on okay, but it's, I feel like it's a little bit dry. And it kind of wrinkled, and I wonder if it wouldn't have wrinkled as much. Oh boy, that's awesome. See how far over it is? I'm gonna be able to see that, I think. I don't know that I need to clarify this, but I still think you should be able to vote on everything else, whether you own property or not, just not property taxes. For the reason that I said. Like, it doesn't affect you in any way if you don't own property. I also believe that if you, which I think you can do this already anyway, if you own property in one city or in two cities, you vote in both, but maybe not. Maybe if you're a resident. I guess it depends on how long you live there. That's counter. That goes against what I said before, so never mind. I would never wear that. Like, that's just, ugh, I don't even know. By itself. I just think it's kind of terrible. It's kind of a terrible color. And I'm apparently shaky now. It apparently was over a little bit further on one side than the other. Yeah, this is dry. I shouldn't break like that. I'm not gonna bother keeping the rest of this. It just doesn't make sense to do that, so. Okay, I paused for some reason and then I forgot to restart it. So here we are. I've done a thumb. I'm going to do it like this. And I will frequently cut what's left over from my thumb to do my pinky or my pointer or, you know, another finger or whatever. It's a little weird looking, but oh, it's because I put Cur on the base, on my base before I put this on, so I can smooth out the wrinkles. Anything that I put golden, whatever that's called on. See, I feel like that is really weird. I'm not sure what to do about it though. Oh, I should cut first. Even as a business owner, I still voted for the school renewal levy because we need it. We might also need somebody to audit the books because I feel like it would be, well, I don't know. We've built quite a few new schools and they are not cheap to build. Like, I think there was 2 new schools built last year in my city. So, yeah. Dang it, that spot is still there. There's like a little bump. My husband voted no. And I was thinking about voting no. I feel like, so the replacement levy is 40% higher than it was. And I just feel like that's ridiculous. So I don't know if it was because we lost so much funding or if it was because I don't think we've had 40% growth. That's, I don't think that that would be, that seems really high. But it's like a replacement levy. And I don't remember how long the other one, if it was like 3 years or 10 years or somewhere in between. I guess it would make sense if it was a replacement of a 10-year levy, but if it was a replacement of a 3-year levy, that just seems, really high. But it's supposed to be for like extracurricular type stuff and staff, not teachers, but like pairs and stuff like that. And I know the school where I volunteer at, there are not enough paras on the playground in the morning, so the kids just all stand in line for 15 minutes until the bell, which seems absolutely insane to me. Like some kids really need that activity before they go inside and, to sit down and learn. They don't need to stand in a line for 15 minutes. And I know that because it's literally behind me. Like I can see the playground from my living room window. And I can see where they line up. So, yeah. I just think that's ridiculous. And I asked the principal about it, and she said, we just don't have the staff to be able to supervise them playing on the playground right now. We just don't have the ability to do that. What do you guys think? I definitely like this one better. I wonder if it will change once I get some top coat on. I guess you guys can. So I bought this because it was way cheaper. It's called Good to Go, but I like this stuff a lot better, which is Gel Setter. It's thicker, and I don't think it takes longer to dry than that stuff. Yeah, I think I like this one better. This one you can't really see. I do feel like most top coats pull up on your nail at the cuticle, so I usually push it down once it's dry, but it's not like been, hours. I wait like 20 minutes or 10 minutes or something and then push it back down. So you can kind of see where I ripped my base. And you can see that bump because this is a metallic-y set. It behaves like a metallic. Stuff smells. I feel like this really makes the gold stand out, the top coat on this one. But on this one I feel like it doesn't, and I think it looks messy. Because I don't feel like you can see the hearts on this one like you can on this one. But, well. If I hate it, I'll just do like a double layer of this stuff. Which I apparently did not put in here far enough. It's not gonna work. There we go. Okay, what do you think? See how much easier you can see this one? That might bug me. Talk to you guys later.